Hi, my name is Mark Heise, and I own Yellow Springer, which is a direct-to-garment printing company in Yellow Springs, Ohio. About 2 months ago, I purchased a FreeJet 330 printer from Omniprint International, and I've been pretty successful so far. Because of that, Omniprint has asked me to make this video to help you become successful right out of the box when you get your printer. The first thing that I want to talk about is the fact that I'm sure you're excited. I know I was, and a little nervous because this was a big investment for me. So in making this investment, this is going to be my retirement plan, and I was in a hurry to want to make money. That's probably the biggest mistake that I made. That time that you have between the time you place your order and become comfortable with your printer is the time to set the framework for you to be successful. Here's what I did. First of all, when I ordered my printer, I started doing research right away. So that's step number one. Do your research. By research, and this can happen before you get your printer, you want to find out who else in your area is printing with direct-to-garment printers. Now, I live in a moderately large area. I'm located between Dayton, Columbus, and Cincinnati. But in the 75-mile radius around me, which includes large towns like Springfield and Dayton, there are only 3 direct-to-garment printers in that entire area. So that gives me an advantage. That investment that I made, even though pretty large, means it's large enough to keep the average guy out of the business and give you a decisive advantage when it comes to printing direct-to-garment. So the next step in your research is to determine who might want your product. If I were you, I'd take out a piece of paper and start making lists. Included on those lists, you want to have screen printers. Why do you want to have screen printers? Because they don't want to do small jobs. They turn down small jobs every day. They turn down jobs that can't be done in photo quality every day. They turn down jobs from people who can't afford the setup fees to do multiple colors. But they want that business. You can help them get that business. You want to go ahead and partner with the screen printers in your area to help them provide direct-to-garment printing to help fill some holes that they have in their market, such as adding shirts to a large order that has already been run for them becomes a major advantage to screen printers. It makes their customers really happy when at the last minute they can order 4 or 5 more shirts when the run has already been completed. Secondly, doing photo quality, which is something that screen printers really can't do very well, is going to become important. That is going to be your single most important advantage in this entire process. Being able to make small runs is the second most important aspect of owning a direct-to-garment printer. You'll be able to do runs of 5 or 6 shirts in full color without even blinking. Yeah, it'll be a little more than that 100 count order that the screen printer does for a client, but you're doing it in full color, you're doing it in photo quality. Go ahead and charge what your product is worth. Don't leave any money on the table. Partnering is really important, and partnering is going to be the single most important thing in your marketing plan, second to research. So the next step in partnering is start making a list of all of the small businesses in your area that may be interested in having t-shirts. Now, those may include coffee shops, the local chamber of commerce, restaurants, bars, bands. Local garage bands are huge. They want to look big time. Get them the design and a shirt for them to be able to sell at their concerts. Here in Yellow Springs, we have a small coffee shop called Dino's Cappuccinos, and it's relatively popular in the region. Heck, Dave Chappelle goes there for his coffee. People want shirts from Dino's. People buy shirts, hoodies, all kinds of stuff from Dino's. So here's the problem. Dino's was having to place orders of no less than 100 pieces per type of garment from a screen printer in order to get 2 color prints at an affordable price for him to be able to resell. Dino, I sat down, I showed him some designs, he gave me a suggestion, and I took his picture and turned it into a photo quality, full color piece that he could put on his garments. What knocked him over was, first of all, I had no minimums. Second of all, the price was affordable enough for him to be able to make a profit off of the items that he was going to be selling. And thirdly, he didn't have to worry about excess stock in it that he was having to keep because he had to make a minimum run of 100 pieces. Now, I have to admit, It took a while for Dino to get rid of that stock so he and I could start working on our designs. But once he did, we were being able to provide him with photo quality t-shirts at an affordable price, in hoodies, in t-shirts, and women's garments, which, much to his wife's delight, he wasn't able to do before with the screen printer. But you can do as many shirts as you want. Dino ordered 5 of each size, and he's replenishing those on a weekly basis to match the flow of the garments out the door. He's making money, I'm making money, and to be honest with you, I'm now printing at about 4 to 6 hours a night after I get home from my primary job. This is going to be a great retirement plan. Well, I've about used up all the time that Omniprint gave me to make this video, and I hope that I've given you some ideas to help you be successful right out of the box with your FreeJet printer from Omniprint. If you have any questions or want to discuss any of the ideas that I've had in this video, feel free to contact Omniprint International, and they'll pass your information on to me. I want to wish you a great day and wish you all the success in the world with your FreeJet printer from Omniprint.